Hello, it's me, Oscar from Marijuana Garden.
Based on current scientific understanding, the specific claim in the image that all human brains are connected to each other through extremely low-frequency electromagnetic waves is highly misleading and essentially false. Here's a breakdown. The core claim is false. There is no credible scientific evidence that human brains are naturally and directly connected to each other via electromagnetic waves or any other frequency in the way implied, like a network or hive mind. Brains do not broadcast complex thoughts, emotions, or information to other brains through weak electromagnetic fields detectable at a distance. What is true? The source of confusion. Brain activity is electrical. Brain cells, neurons, communicate using electrical impulses. This electrical activity can be measured externally using techniques like EEG, electroencephalography, measurable brain waves. EEG detects rhythmic electrical patterns, brain waves generated by large groups of neurons firing together. These waves fall into specific frequency bands, including very low frequencies like delta, 0.5 to 4 Hz, during deep sleep. Weak and localized fields. The electromagnetic fields generated by the brain are extremely weak, especially outside the skull. They decay rapidly with distance and are easily drowned out by environmental electromagnetic noise from power lines, devices, etc. They are only reliably detectable using sensitive electrodes placed very close to the scalp, like in an EEG cap. Why the claim doesn't hold up? Signal strength. Brain-generated EM fields are far too weak to be detected by another brain meters away, let alone across the globe. Signal specificity. EEG waves represent the summed electrical activity of millions of neurons. They do not encode specific thoughts, images, or complex information in a way that could be received and decoded by another brain. They primarily reflect overall states like alertness, sleep stages, or seizures. There's no known biological mechanism in the human brain capable of acting as a receiver for such weak low-frequency EM signals from other brains and interpreting them meaningfully. No reproducible evidence. Decades of research into phenomena like telepathy or extrasensory perception, ESP, which would require such connections, have failed to produce robust reproducible evidence under controlled conditions. Possible sources of misinterpretation. Misunderstanding EEG. Seeing EEG traces might lead some to think these signals are broadcast like radio waves. Brain-computer interfaces. Research exists where EEG signals from one person's brain are used to control a device, which might then send a signal over the internet to stimulate another person's brain or a device near them. This is not direct brain-to-brain EM wave communication. It requires sophisticated technology for both signal detection and stimulation. Pseudoscience and science fiction. The idea of a global brain network or telepathy via EM waves is a popular trope in sci-fi and some pseudoscientific circles. Conclusion. The image's claim is not scientifically supported. While brains generate extremely weak, low-frequency electromagnetic fields detectable at the scalp, these fields are far too feeble and non-specific to facilitate any form of direct communication or connection between brains at a distance. Human brains are not naturally connected to each other via electromagnetic waves. Where to find reliable information? National Institute of Neurological Disorders and Stroke, Society for Neuroscience, peer-reviewed journals like Nature Neuroscience, Neuron, Journal of Neuroscience, and reputable university neuroscience departments. Be wary of sources making sensational claims about brain communication or consciousness that lack rigorous experimental evidence published in credible scientific journals.